Welcome back to Morning Joe. We're still at the pub here, getting by. Joining us now, NBC's Chris Dancing. Also with us, California's Attorney General and Democratic candidate for U.S. Senate Kamala Harris, and New York Times reporter Yamiche Alcindor. Good to have you both with us.
Good to have you here. Kamala.
There we go.
What's with California's delegation? They're crazy.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Crazy
So goes California, goes the rest of the country. California is happy. We are excited.
Are you happy this morning?
Passionate.
Because they're a little agitated.
Are you sure?
I'm sure, and I'm going to speak with the California delegation after I leave you guys. Listen,
Yeah.
Okay.
California voters, the California delegates, we feel passion. We care about our country.
Yes, you do.
And that's a good thing. That's a good
Right.
thing. And I think that where we saw the day end up yesterday is also a good thing.
Started rough, but ended up very well.
It started rough. Everyone needed to be heard, wanted to be heard, wanted to speak.
At the same
and that
time,
happened. And that's a great thing for our democracy.
They're booing the
You know that.
prayer. They're booing
That was
Nancy
rough.
Pelosi. They're booing Elijah Cummings. Just a
What?
great
No.
guy, a great
No.
leader.
That's a no.
What's going on there?
I think that there were a number of people who felt very passionate about Bernie Sanders and still do.
Right.
And good for them because he added an important voice to this process.
Right.
And they felt emotional about it, and good for them. But I think that everyone is starting to work through the process and realize that at this moment in time, we have one person to take on. And that's on your side of the aisle, Joe. And we need to unify as a party. And we are unifying as a party. You could see that happen. I mean, Michelle was incredible last night.
incredible.
Incredible. Corey did an amazing job of making the group and the environment just feel good and feel, soulful.
Right.
And so we're moving forward.
So,
Yummy.
How surprised were leaders like Nancy Pelosi, Elijah Cummings, others who'd worked hard for the Democratic Party?
Yeah.
Elijah doing yeoman's work on making sure that Bernie supporters actually had the platform that they wanted. He had bent over backwards for Bernie. Bernie even thanked him. And then to get that reaction, how shocked were they?
I think they were pretty shocked because if you go to a Bernie Sanders rally, you know that it's passionate, you know that they're going to be crying and kind of doing these things, but for you to be on the convention floor and to be booing people that were really the icons of this party and were really kind of trying to give them what they wanted. They were giving them victories. They were trying to say, we do need to change the federal minimum wage. We do need to make college free. We do need to do these things. And then for you to turn around and say, you know what, even with all this, I'm going to boo them. And I thought for me, what was most interesting, even though they booed a lot of people, for them to boo Bernie Sanders last night.
Oh my God.
And for them to boo Bernie Sanders during the day, to me, was what was really telling. I wrote a story that's out today talking about the fact that he started this movement, he ignited this movement, but he can't really control how it burns anymore. And I think that that's really key here. It's going to be how is
Fire
Bernie Sanders,
spread.
Yeah, fire spread, and how is he going to really get this thing?
How do you contain that?
Yeah, I don't think he could do that right
Brush
now.
fire.
He
All right,
did his
really.
best to do it last night, Yamiche, but I don't know how you tell that percentage of people who have railed against everything they believe Hillary Clinton represents, which is entrenched Washington interest, dealings with Wall Street, speeches to Goldman Sachs. How do you convince that group of people, the Bernie supporters, to go out and cast a vote for Hillary Clinton?
Well, if you listen, Bernie's message, he mentioned Hillary Clinton 15 times, and he said there's a bigger picture here. And one of the things he said, he didn't say it during his speech, but he said it on Monday, and I thought that was actually one of the most important things. He said, this is real life. Real life is we have two candidates. We either have Hillary Clinton or we have Donald Trump. And if you think about the bigger picture, even though you really like me, this is the choice before us. And I think that that's what he's hoping that people will see.
Chris.
You know, a longtime Bernie supporter put it to me this way: there are stages of grief, and they're grieving, and some people are grieving more slowly than others.
And openly.
Can you speed up the process, Kamala? What, you know, if Bernie Sanders goes out there and gets booed, you know, and if you have people who are not listening to Elizabeth Warren, if you have people who are not listening to Raul Grijalva, people who were really behind Bernie Sanders in a big way, what do you do, or you just accept the fact that some people are just going to grieve?
I think we are in the midst of a process. In my experience, it is often the case that people who shout because they feel they're not being heard or seen. And through the course of last night, I think that we as a party spoke to and saw the folks that were shouting. And I think that as folks went to bed last night and wake up this morning, they do feel that they've been seen and
So do you actually feel good about that? Do you think a lot of the longtime Hillary Clinton supporters say, you know what, everyone's going to look at this and say, we let them have their say? Or are they nervous about it?
I think that they partly just needed to understand that that phase of the campaign is over. Hillary is thankfully our nominee. We are so proud to have her as our nominee. And in fact, Hillary, through her lifelong public service, has seen and has talked about the issues that all of us in that arena care about, including the Bernie supporters.
Kamala.
And when she takes that stage, I think it's going to be very obvious.
Kamala Harris and Yamiche Alcindor, thank you very
Thank you,
much for
guys.
being on.
Appreciate it.
We're back from Philadelphia in just a moment.